Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to create this layout with the text and button on top of the background hero video in Webflow. So let's jump into it. I'm going to start off here with kind of a boilerplate project. We're going to just start working on this hero section. So I have that selected right here. First thing that we're going to do is drag in a background video element. I'm going to upload a video. We have our home video MP4 selected here. So we're going to upload that. It might take a second to transcribe if this is the first time that you're uploading a video. The next thing that we're going to do with this background video element selected, we're going to add in a heading. So we're going to click on that. And then we're going to also add in a paragraph and a button. So we're going to name these appropriately. So we'll give these our button styles. And this will be hero video text. And this will be hero video heading. Okay, the next thing, one more thing that we want to do here, drag in a div block. So we're going to use this as like kind of the positioner inside of the background video. We're going to grab the heading, the text, and the button, put all of those inside of that div block. Let's give ourselves a heading here. And then as far as the basic lorem ipsum text goes, we're just going to have one sentence of that. So let's select our background video element. Go over here. We're going to give this a display of flex. It's going to have an alignment of center here. Next thing, we're going to select our div block. We're going to call this the hero video container. No, content container. That sounds good. And as far as this goes, we're going to give it a max width of 600 pixels. And back to our background video element here, we want this to justify center as well. So that'll put this content container in the middle. We're going to text align center. We're going to just bump up this font size a little bit, 18 pixels, 1.5 relative units, and give it some spacing. We'll give it 30 pixels of margin bottom, 20 pixels of margin top. The next thing that I'm going to do here is style this best friend part of the heading. So we're going to select that and we're going to say wrap with span. So now that this is a span, we can style this individually. And I'm going to make this spectral italic. I'm going to bump up the font size a little bit so that it kind of matches the text around it. Okay, so there we go. Let's see here. There's a couple of considerations to make here. So depending on what the video is, the background of the video is. So in this case, like when the dog's here in front of it, it's okay. But you can see like when he kind of moves out of frame, it becomes a little bit harder to read this. So, especially like in this case where it's fading out. So there are some things that you can do to help this. One of the things that we could go in here and do is select our hero video headline or heading. We can add some text shadows to this. So underneath the typography, there's text shadows. We can click on this, distance of, 1, blur of 10. And generally the color, you don't want to do straight black. We're going to take this alpha down. So we'll say like an alpha of 50, alpha of 80 maybe, depending. We'll just like keep adjusting this. I'm like looking at the text shadow right back here. 70 looks good. So that's 110 and then 0.7 for alpha. So we can do the same. We'll select the text, go text shadows, 110, and then we said 70 for the alpha. So we can take a look at this again now. That'll help a little bit make the text stand out. Yeah, so you can really see that helps. That's one approach here. Another approach would be to select this whole hero content container and then give it some space. So we might say padding 40, let's see, padding 40 on the top and padding 40 on the bottom. This has a little bit of extra margin on it. I'm going to take that off so that this is even now. So the other thing that we can do is give this a background gradient, or I'm sorry, a background with an opacity. So maybe we say like here, we might say like 50% opacity. And then that just gives us a really more of a background against that text if the text is more important than the video itself. Some people like that, some people don't. It all depends. One last thing that we can do here is with this background video, we can really adjust the position of this of the text. So if we wanted it at the bottom, here's another layout possibility where maybe we take this and we make this wrapper a little bit bigger. So we might make this like 800 pixels, or let's make it 1200. So if we wanted everything on one line there, and we'd probably want to give it some padding on each side. So that's another layout possibility for this. And yeah, that's about it. If you have any other questions, drop a comment down below. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys.